candidates filed nomination papers today. Political party clashes with the police. TPP members express confidence in their candidates, and PNM Tobago urges peace as political campaigns heat up. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Friday, 4th April 2025. To our top story this evening. A total of 9 individuals are contesting the Tobago West seat, the highest number ever to contest a seat in Tobago. The candidates represent the PNM, TPP, PDP, IDA, UTP, APP, Patriotic Front and Class Action Reform Movement, along with 1 independent candidate. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
Incumbent Shamfa Kajol Lewis of the PNM will face 8 other candidates in the Tobago West constituency for the April 28th general election. Backed by strong party support, her registration went smoothly. She expressed confidence in securing another victory.
We have a larger number of candidates. I think this is the largest number of candidates I've been up against. This is my 3rd time. I wish everybody the best. I hope we run a smooth, clean campaign.
TPP's candidate, Joel Sampson, was equally confident as he entered the compound surrounded by supporters, including political leader and Chief Secretary Fali Augustine.
I don't worry about the persons that I'm going up against because God has ordained me for a time like this. So I'm just doing my best and He will do the rest.
Despite the heated encounter with police officers, PDP candidate Curtis Douglas had no issues receiving approval to contest.
That today Mr. Curtis Douglas, under the banner of the Progressive Democratic Patriot, would have registered and will represent the people of Tobago.
With less fanfare than the 3 major parties, the IDA successfully registered Kay Trotman. She believes Tobagonians are looking for a candidate who is focused on their grassroots issues.
Tobago, I believe there is opportunity for change, and people are looking for the type of change that is not colored by just party lines, but change that really looks at what Tobago needs.
Additionally, Patriotic Front candidate Aretha Clark is ready to hit the campaign trail after successfully filing her nomination.
We intend to do meetings, call people in Delaford asking for us, all over people asking for us. So we have our move around, having little town hall meetings and interaction with the people.
Meanwhile, independently contesting the seat is Leroy George.
This particular election seems like everything is going to work extremely smooth, smoother than probably any other election before. I'm very optimistic about what I'm seeing and witnessing. So,
also filing nominations for Tobago West were Ricardo Phillip of the Class Action Reform Movement, Nkosi Phillips of the Unity of the People, and Dexter James of the All People's Party. Democracy allows all 9 candidates to compete, but only 1 will emerge victorious on April 28th. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, police clashed with supporters of the PDP and the TPP on nomination day at the EBC registration office located at the Calder Hall Multipurpose Center for the Tobago West constituency. The PDP candidate tried to enter the compound a particular way with supporters but was stopped by police. Meanwhile, a TPP supporter had an unfortunate encounter with officers as they attempted to manage the crowd. Here's more.
Police stopped him.
He's stopping me from going and registered right now.
A small group of PDP supporters made their way through a sea of TPP supporters dressed in blue as they arrived for registration to contest the Tobago West seat. There was some friendly banter between the groups. However, when PDP candidate Curtis Douglas attempted to pass through the gates with his supporters while walking on a black, green and white carpet, police stopped him.
He's stopping me from going and registered right now. The police of Trinidad and Tobago is bugging the democracy of the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Douglas, along with political leader and Tobago East candidate Watson Duke, was eventually allowed onto the compound, but not in the manner they had hoped. PDP party chairman Dr. Sean Ned expressed disappointment with the way the situation was handled.
All of us thought that the boundary for nomination day today is supposed to be the building, which in this case is the Calder Hall Multipurpose Facility. Now we respect the law, right? But we don't want to be treated. And we see TPP members blocking the area, making noise, disrupting the schools. We see people coming onto the compound, but they're telling us to leave. Right? So we have to be treated fairly. That's all we're saying.
Despite the clash between PDP supporters and the police, Douglas successfully completed his nomination registration.
They cannot stop the freedom for Tobagonian. So the democracy that they're trying to take from us by using the force and the might of the authority of the police force, they cannot stop the progressive democratic patriots.
TPP supporters accompanied their candidate Joel Sampson onto the compound before police ordered them to leave. Additional officers arrived on the scene to control the crowd and prevent unauthorized entry. This heightened tensions and led to a brief scuffle between a TPP supporter and the police. The situation was eventually resolved and the crowd calmed down. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
We take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
It's the premier red carpet extravaganza. Tobago Fashion Coda is back with a bang, bringing with it quintessential style where runway meets rhythm. Come see the icons of Caribbean couture, showcasing the trailblazing fashions of Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago Fashion Coda 7 promises an unforgettable experience on the 18th of April 2025 at Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort, a premium all-inclusive fashion soiree where runway meets rhythm.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight.
It's undeniable that we should be together.
Bonnet Bigford.
So when the lightning crack the waters and the waves roll and break.
Mikal Tasia.
Where else I go, without you, my side.
And the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
Welcome back. Earlier today, the John Dial Community Center was abuzz with activity as candidates filed their nominations. All candidates contesting the Tobago East seat in the upcoming 2025 general elections successfully completed the nomination process and will now turn their focus to campaigning for the constituency. Reporter Joe Sheldon tells us more.
For the Tobago People's Party, Tobago East candidate David Thomas described the nomination process as smooth and without issue. He expressed confidence in his campaign, stating that he is ready to serve and take his place in Parliament.
Parliament, here I come. That's right. Be ready for me, because Tobago is first on my agenda and anything after. So Tobago must win. Say that with me. Tobago must win!
Watson Solomon Duke, a political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, made a bold entrance into the facility, walking on a black, white and green carpet shortly after the arrival of the TPP. In a fiery statement, he referred to the TPP as the, quote, descendants of Judas, end quote, and declared that the PDP is ready to advance Tobago's development to the next level.
And I am greatly awaiting the 29th of April 2025, when the dust will be settled and all of Trinidad and Tobago will be seen clearly that God has taken the cornerstone, which is the island of Tobago.
Spartans!
God has taken the cornerstone and make it a chief cornerstone of Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago will be the main building block in the island or the nation of Trinidad and Tobago. We are destined to make Tobago come alive.
Ayanna Webster Roy, the incumbent MB, who has held the Tobago East seat since 2015, reaffirmed her confidence in the People's National Movement. She stated that the PNM remains the only political party truly capable of leading the nation and urged Tobagonians to reflect on the years of service and development the party has delivered to Trinidad and Tobago.
This election is very important. It's not making a decision for today, but for tomorrow. It's about setting a foundation for future generations of Trinbagonians, and just reflect on the work done over the years, reflect on the policies that have been put forward by our new Prime Minister, the Honourable Stuart Richard Young, and reflect on all that we would have shared with you thus far on the campaign trail.
Wade Carruth of the Patriotic Front and Gerard Balfour of the Innovative Democratic Alliance also filed their nominations for the Tobago East seat. Joe Sheldon, Tobago Updates, Television News.
While the PNM Tobago Council is calling for calm after an altercation between opposing political supporters on Nomination Day. In a statement issued after the Nomination Day activities, the party condemned the incident, stressing that hostility has no place in democracy and reaffirming its commitment to respect, unity and constructive dialogue. Urging supporters to remain composed and focused on the bigger picture, the PNM emphasized the need to lead by example and promote an election season rooted in mutual respect. The party encouraged all stakeholders to use this moment to rise above division and ensure the democratic process remains peaceful. You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Heard a voice on the radio, seen her in your worship, and have sung her songs during your time of praise. Sinesh.
Everybody now, let's go!
Sinesh comes to Tobago for Melodies from Heaven on April 17th. The Shaw Park Complex alights with praise and worship from 6 p.m. for Melodies from Heaven featuring Sinesh.
I shall not want the Lord has
Samuel Maydess.
call your name.
Positive.
Me never could have changed my mind.
Blessed Messenger.
Give blood of Jesus over your family.
Renee Fortune and many more.
From my head to my feet.
Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. April 17th at Show Park Complex. Melodies from Heaven. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome to the launch of Tobago Fashion Coda 7. We are so happy to be here.
Today marked nomination day for candidates contesting both the Tobago East and West seats in the upcoming general election for Tobago. For the Tobago People's Party, David Thomas and Joel Sampson were successfully nominated and are now officially on the campaign trail. Sean McCoon, the party's Education, Research and Training Officer, expressed full confidence in Joel Sampson as the next potential representative for the Tobago West seat.
We are happy, we are confident, and we know that we have put our best foot forward as a party, and as you can see the response by the people of Tobago, and in particular Tobago West.
Shaquille Williams, Education and Research Officer for the youth arm of the Tobago People's Party, voiced his support for candidate David Thomas and also expressed his satisfaction with Joel Sampson's selection to contest the Tobago West seat.
With him being a fire officer, I know that he can, do great in his position as MP for Tobago East. And also for the Tobago West, Mr. Sampson, I can say that we chose a perfect candidate to represent the Tobago West, and I know he's going to bring it home.
Party supporter Dexter Henry commended David Thomas for his efforts in empowering young men in his community, specifically by providing them with opportunities to learn more about the fire service.
One of the things that stand out to me with Tomo is when you look at his background from where he came from. Is that guy came from the struggle. And when you listen to the things that he would have mentioned as to how we get his education, the opportunity that presented itself to him that he capitalized on. That to me stand out.
Another supporter, Lennox Trotman, also praised Thomas for his community service.
My candidate is Tomo Thompson from Tobago East, and I'm confident that he's going to win his seat. And I'm happy that you asked that question so that I could answer it. Yeah? Industrious. First, he was a fireman, so he knew about safety, and he was always a sports person, always in the community.
The weekend weather report is up next.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight,
It's undeniable that we should be together.
Bonnet Bigford,
When the lightning crack the waters and the waves roll and break.
Mikal Tasia,
Where else I go, without you, my darling.
and the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
This is what the TNT Met office says you can expect from the weather over the weekend. Tonight, variably cloudy and breezy with a few spotty showers. Temperatures will drop to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, variably cloudy and breezy with infrequent periods of light to moderate showers or rain in some areas. Temperatures will reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius and a low of 24 degrees Celsius. For Sunday, partly cloudy to cloudy intervals with periods of mostly light showers in some areas. There is a chance of 1 or 2 moderate to heavier showers. Sunday's temperature will be 31 degrees Celsius during the day and 24 degrees Celsius at night. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. There's a recap of our headlines. Candidates filed nomination papers today. Political parties clashed with the police. TPP members express confidence in their candidates, and PNM Tobago urges peace as political campaigns heat up. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.